Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, and this may be the last of the Pestilent Mercury challenges, unless I somehow manage to do Frida, which is looking very doubtful. This is Slave Knight Gael, the final boss of the second DLC, probably the final, maybe the final Dark Souls boss ever. And we're going to kill him with Pestilent Mercury. Now this worked out actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Right, I think it only took me 5 attempts. First one I did well, second one I did okay, third and fourth were terrible, and this one I nailed it. Well, nailed it I say. Not perfect, but not bad. Okay, so here's the strat. Dodge in the first phase. You get quite a lot of time, quite a lot of opportunities to put the spell down, because he tends to attack in 1s and 2s, so he doesn't keep like aggressively attacking you like he does later on in the fight. Obviously try and maneuver him around. That last attack there, by the way, was a grab attack. It's quite dangerous. He gets it with me. He gets me with it the second time he does it. It takes most of your health. Okay, anyway, this is NG+2, obviously. So, yeah, he can do a lot of damage, but you can block all of his attacks as long as you don't follow it up. And he does about like a wombo combo, which he pulls off at some point, but you can just roll away and keep rolling away from that one, and he should be fine. There, you see. Oh, he missed me the second time with it. Okay. Any of those big like slam attacks, like that one, you need to be rolling when it lands, or just away from it. You can just roll backwards away from it and dodge it. Anyway, whenever he does those attacks, there's a window to put the spell down. I think it's coming up in a second. He's going to get me. Yeah, no. He's very kind of erratic with his attacks. He's not very accurate. There you see, I just rolled back, no problem. Now obviously this fight has maybe 3 phases. The first phase is just normal sword attacks. Oh, this is the wombo combo. See? No problem, just keep away from him, keep your distance. There he goes. This one. No. He still missed me. I notice I've only used 1 Estus flask so far as well. Basically, you have to get him down to about 1/3 of his health, and then he will transform to the next phase. And after that, maybe it's another third. Wombo combo again. The one thing that's really in your favour for this strategy is the size of the arena. Because it's so big, you can keep backing away from him and you don't bump into the walls very often. You'll see at some point I do start bumping into walls around here, you see. And that's what got me into trouble, and that's probably why he got me there. And he threw me so far away that, and I was ready basically to ember. So by the time he started charging back at me, I was already back to full health. Wombo combo again. We're going to put the spell down. Back away. I shouldn't really be wearing the Crown of Dusk. I should have changed that out. It doesn't give you any benefit to this spell. And it looks kind of dorky as well. I should have changed it out to something else, but anyway. Spell-wise, ring-wise, nothing particularly special. Just defensive, basically. You don't need any of the offensive mage spells, except for the Sage Ring +2, which I did go and pick up from Osiris's Garden. That was well worth having. I think it made a big difference. Right, so we're into phase 2. He automatically starts away from you and you change position. And for this one, you're basically just going to walk away from him. He does teleport, in which case you roll away from him. That spell, don't move, it won't hit you. There you go. As soon as you start rolling around, that'll hit you. So just walk or walk backwards, or don't do anything, and it won't hit you. Either way, forwards or backwards. You see how he did 300 damage by him just walking through the spell? That's basically what's going to be the whole fight now. I'll admit, it's not the most exciting strategy. But look, that was 500 damage. So Pestilent Mercury was massively buffed when the Ashes of Ariandel DLC came out. You could block all of his crossbow bolts with a reasonable enough, obviously 100% block shield's a good idea. Just roll away. You see I was going a bit up the wall there, so I didn't want to be right next to the wall and get trapped. Still only one Estus used so far, and he's at half health. And here you see I got trapped on the wall, and I still managed to get out of it, but it was a bit of a hairy moment. See, stay in the middle. It's not going to hit me. Don't put the spell down, obviously, when he's doing that, because they will all hit you then. Yep, another 300, 400 or so damage. He did clip me there. So I think I'm going to use teleportation is a good time to put the spell down, but you want to do it quickly. I'm stuck on the wall again, you see. So I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, he's into phase 3. Now he goes a bit crazy, and I fell down a cliff. I had no idea that was there. That's the trouble with walking backwards all the time, but I was glad to get away from the wall at the edge of the arena. Again though, you see, like, I've used another Estus, I've now used 2 Estus flasks. So, with a bit more careful play at this final phase, again, that clipped me again, but because I was blocking, I think it was just like elemental damage rather than any physical damage. Yeah, that one again. I think it's his flowing cape hits you. Yeah, you can roll away from all of those Martyr Ligarius skulls. Going backwards, you're probably not going to end up in one of his lightning traps. See, that was not a good time to put the spell down, and that's why he hit me quite hard. So anyway, still got time to Estus up. Fairly nasty combo there. Probably shouldn't be putting the spell down quite so often, but I was starting to see that this was going to be a possible victory. Still 7 Estus flasks left, and I'm dodging fairly well. You just have to be patient. As long as you're patient, you've got plenty of time. So he's going for his big explosion attack. Not a good time to punish him. Just get the hell out of the way. He does have quite a lot of health, as you can see. It's a good job that this spell does as much damage as it does these days, otherwise this fight would have been a lot more difficult. So clearly this third phase is probably the most dangerous phase. I was getting in a lot of trouble in the first phase before, but actually cliffs are not your friend. This is the one time I actually put the spell down right on top of him. And just about rolled out of the way of almost everything. It's interesting that the strategy works very well until you get cornered. So if you really can know your surroundings a bit better, you'll have even more success. Anyway, we've used quite a lot of Estus in the last bit of the fight there, but he's nearly down, and I don't think I use any more. Yeah, dodged that one a bit better. It's going to be one more spell, and Gael the Slave is going to give up his Dark Soul. Here we go. Got him. Very dramatic. So I wouldn't exactly call it a cheese, but if you're having massive problems with him, it's an option. It's an option. Anyway, thanks for watching.